Marketing and Sales Specialist for New Zealand. I'm based up in the North Island. Today we're going to talk about how you test the efficacy of your ultrasonic baths. Two ways of doing this, either by the foil test that we're going to do today or actually by a pencil load test. Now this needs to be done daily. Every time you turn on your bath in the morning and fill up your bath, you would want to be doing one of these tests. For the purpose of this demonstration, we're going to use a UC150, which is our digital model. So I'm going to pop on my gloves and fill up the unit. So in this particular unit, you'll see that there is actually two lines. This doesn't actually apply to all units, but for this instance we'll be filling to the lowest line. If you have a unit that only has one line, you just fill up just below that line. When the bath goes in, it will disperse the space for it to enter back into the bath. So always make sure your bath is actually tap is off so that your water doesn't drain out. Gently place your water in. Today, for the purpose of this foil test, we're going to fill up the bath with a UC31, which is a pre-measured solution. So each one of these little tabs will hold enough solution for 4 litres. So for this bath, we require 1 and a bit. So we'll open this up and pop it in. With any solution that you may use, whether it's one of ours or a different product, and just make sure you gently place it into the bath. You don't want too many bubbles appearing because there are other products on the market that require a little bit more care and attention to detail. For those who may use a powdered product, please make sure you dilute your powder into your water before putting it into the bath. We must bear in mind that not all solutions are equal and they may produce false negative readings. For those of you who do have this type of machine and you don't use the full amount of each sachet, I always just seal it over with like a bulldog clip. And just pop it to the side. So the beauty about this particular machine is it's a touch screen. So in here, obviously it's saying the lid is open, but we're going to go to the home button, pop your lid on, and utilise the degas button, which is symbolised here. For this, we're using the UC31, so it's the top degassing symbol, and that will cycle for 5 minutes. Yeah. So all ultrasonic baths are required to be degassed prior to foil testing or pencil load testing. The reason for this is degassing removes and eliminates any large air bubbles that are present in solution that interfere with the cleaning process. Gases are removed from the cleaning solution that assist in breaking up the bonds between instruments and their soils. This would have the minimum requirement of degassing for 5 minutes. As a company, Colting supply or can provide a foil test kit as demonstrated here. The purpose of this kit allows you to have all the tools that you would require to be able to conduct your foil test correctly. Setting up your foil test requires you to have a nice long rod that can go across the width of the bath and the foil just is gently wrapped around. Equal lengths are required, and looking at the foil here, you want unreinforced foil, just nice regular foil. For placement of your foil in your bath, depending on the size of your bath, for this particular machine being the UC150, we're going to use 3 rods to measure across the width of the bath. When placing your foil in the bath, make sure there's equal spacing between each rod and not allowing the foil to touch the base of the bath or the sides of the chamber of the tank. This ensures that the foil test will be conducted effectively. When observing your foil, you're looking for even distribution of pitting, so sort of a golf ball effect in the foil. We're aiming to achieve that pitting versus large holes in the foil, as you're wanting to avoid having any remnants of the foil base in your bath. This is a successful test when reviewing all foils. Once deemed either successful or failure, please record all information on a worksheet: date, time, duration of test and signature.